If I told you that showering every single day after age 70 could actually be hurting your skin more than helping it, would you believe me? Most of us grew up thinking daily baths are a must for staying clean and healthy. But top skin doctors now say something completely different for folks in their 70s and beyond. In fact, bathing too often might be one of the biggest mistakes we're making right now. Stick with me for the next few minutes, because I'm about to share 7 surprising facts that changed everything for thousands of seniors just like you. And by the end, you'll know exactly how often you really need to bathe to feel fresh, comfortable, and truly healthy. Fact number 1, and this one shocks almost everyone. After 70, your skin stops making as much natural oil as it used to, sometimes hardly any at all. Those wonderful oils are what keep your skin soft, protected, and able to fight off little cracks and germs. When you shower every day with soap, you wash those precious oils right down the drain. But here's the surprising part. Dermatologists at places like the American Academy of Dermatology say most people over 70 only need a full shower or bath 2 to 3 times a week to stay perfectly clean. In between, just wash the important spots, armpits, private areas, and feet with a warm cloth. Tip for you: switch to lukewarm water and a gentle fragrance-free cleanser only on those key areas. Your skin will thank you, and that annoying dryness and itching so many of us deal with will start to fade away fast. Fact number 2 might save you from a lot of discomfort. Daily hot showers can make your skin so dry it actually cracks and lets germs in, leading to painful infections that are hard to heal when we're older. You might be shocked to learn that over half of seniors battle severe dry skin bad enough to itch or bleed, and too much bathing is one of the main culprits. The fix is simple and feels so much better bathed with water only most days if you like the refreshing feeling. Save soap for 2 or 3 times a week and slather on a thick, creamy moisturizer right after patting dry within 3 minutes while your skin is still damp. That locks the moisture in and builds a shield. So many viewers tell me their legs and arms stopped cracking the minute they made this switch. Fact number 3 is a big one for safety. The bathroom is the most dangerous room in the house for anyone over 70. And showering every single day means you re-stepping onto slippery floors way more often than you need to. Falls send more seniors to the hospital than almost anything else. But here's what surprises people. Cutting back to full showers just 2 or 3 times a week lowers your risk a lot because you're not rushing or getting in and out of the tub so often. Practical tip: put in some easy grab bars. Use a sturdy shower chair. And always, like I mentioned earlier, do quick washcloth cleans the other days right at the sink. You stay clean, you stay safer, and you keep your independence longer. Fact number 4 will warm your heart a little. Your body doesn't sweat or get oily the way it did when you were younger, so you truly don't build up odor or dirt as fast. You might be shocked to learn that many healthy seniors go 3 or even 4 days between full showers and still smell fresh as a daisy. The secret is those daily spot cleans with a damp cloth and just a touch of mild soap under the arms and in skin folds. Add a sprinkle of baking soda or a gentle wipe made for seniors if you're worried, and you're good. Thousands of folks in their 80s tell me they feel freer and have more energy because they're not tiring themselves out with a big shower routine every morning. Fact number 5 is something doctors are talking about more and more. Washing too often can upset the good bacteria that live on your skin and actually protect you. It's like a little army keeping the bad germs away. Strip them off every day, and your skin has to work harder to stay healthy. The surprising part, Studies show less frequent bathing can help your natural defenses stay stronger as you age. Easy solution: when you do bathe, skip harsh antibacterial soaps. Choose a gentle moisturizing wash instead, and always moisturize afterward. Your skin stays calmer, less red, and you get fewer of those annoying rashes. Fact number 6. Hot water feels wonderful. But after 70, it can burn your skin in just seconds because our skin gets thinner and we don't always feel the heat as quickly. I've heard from viewers who ended up with painful red marks without realizing the water was too hot. Shocking, right? Keep the water comfortably warm, never hot. Test it with your elbow if your hands aren't as sensitive anymore, and you'll protect that delicate skin. A quick 5 to 9 minute shower is plenty. Any longer, and you're drying yourself out even more. Fact number 7 might be the most eye-opening of all. Bathing less often can actually save your energy and make your whole day easier. Getting in and out of the shower takes a lot out of us as we get older. Joints ache, balance isn't what it used to be, and afterward, we're wiped out. But when you switch to 2 or 3 full baths a week, plus simple cloth washes, suddenly you have energy left for the things you love. Gardening, visiting grandkids, or just enjoying your coffee on the porch. Listeners in their late 70s and 80s say this one change gave them back their mornings and made them feel years younger. So let's wrap this up gently, friends. The 7 facts again. Your skin makes far less oil after 70 daily soap, strips it away, and causes cracks. Bathrooms are safer. With fewer showers, you simply don't get as dirty good bacteria and need to stay put hot water. Can burn without you noticing, and saving energy feels wonderful. For most of us, over 72 to 3 relaxing baths or showers a week, plus quick daily spot cleaning. And plenty of moisturizer is the sweet spot for staying fresh, comfortable, and healthy without the risks. Talk to your doctor if you have special skin issues or incontinence, but for the rest of us, this gentler routine is a game changer. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss our simple, senior-friendly health tips. Share this with a friend who's always complaining about dry skin. And drop me a comment below. How often do you bathe now, and are you ready to try bathing less? I read every single one. Take care of that beautiful skin you've earned over the years. You deserve to feel good every day. See you in the next video.